The Tale of Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood's mother says, "Little Red Riding Hood, come here. Take this basket to your grandmother. There are sandwiches and a cake in the basket. And be careful, there is a wolf in the forest, and he is very dangerous." Little Red Riding Hood takes the basket and goes to the forest. There are many big trees and beautiful flowers in the forest, and the birds are singing. Little Red Riding Hood likes flowers, and she picks some on her way. She doesn't see the wolf hiding behind the tree. The wolf is thinking about making a dirty plan. He goes to Little Red Riding Hood and says, "Hello?" "Hello," answers Little Red Riding Hood. "Where are you going?" asks the wolf. She replies, "I am going to my grandmother's cottage." "Oh, where does she live?" asks the wolf. "She lives in a cottage in the middle of the forest," says Little Red Riding Hood. "That's nice. Okay, take care," says the wolf and goes away. The wolf runs to grandmother's cottage. He knocks on the door. "Who's that?" asks grandmother. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood," says the wolf. "Come in, dear," says grandmother happily. The wolf goes into the cottage and eats the grandmother, and then gets into the bed and waits for Little Red Riding Hood. He is still hungry. Little Red Riding Hood dances and sings in the forest. At last, she arrives at her grandmother's cottage. She knocks on the door. "Who's that?" says the wolf. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood." And the wolf says, "Come in, my dear." Little Red Riding Hood goes into the cottage. She looks at the wolf in the bed and says, "Oh, your ears are bigger today." "That's because I want to hear you better," says the wolf. She looks closer and says, "Oh, your eyes are bigger today." "That's because I want to see you better, my dear," says the wolf. Little Red Riding Hood comes closer and says, "Oh, even your teeth are bigger today." "That's because I want to eat you better, my dear." The wolf jumps out of the bed and eats Little Red Riding Hood. A lumberjack hears Little Red Riding Hood scream. He takes his axe and goes to the grandmother's cottage, kills the wolf, and cuts open his stomach, saving Little Riding Hood and her grandmother.